1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want.
Hey, 91.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Red
54 Mike.
In your face. Red 80.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10
at their own 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bridgewater drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hall. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
These two teams all tied after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Monday.
To throw is Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rabbit. Kill.
22.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And this is Cook with a grab. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick rolling to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always wanted the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit.
It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Bridgewater. And he'll find Hall. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hot. 250. Mike 54. Go. Go.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jeff Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
54 Mike.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Hey, 91, 91.
54. Wow. Wow, Bill. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's
To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flushed out right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, 91.
Watch QB draw. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Play action. Now Kaepernick.
We won it. Come to my world.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick rolling to his right and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Hey, 91.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Cook. Touchdown. Jared Cook. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Go Delta. Get wide now. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
Scared. They're scared. Check. 25.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Run. Go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 38, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Man left, man left. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Five's the mic.
From the 30 on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Yeah, baby. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
We got 4.
Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Chubb again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Cook, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he wisely will throw that one away. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch 54. I got you.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Monday. Watch the pass. Here we go. 91.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught over the middle, Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To the air again with Bridgewater. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Kaepernick looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, pick it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 91.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Being chased out left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
All day, baby, all day.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Mike's 54. Here I come. 6 guys.
Bridgewater now.
Switch.
And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And again, it's Bridgewater. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Defense wins championship.
To throw is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 27. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking